Hello and welcome to this Long Island Weather Alert. We've got to talk about air quality. This is in relation to the wildfires, the big wildfire, the Jones Road wildfire in Ocean County, New Jersey, that is still burning. They are. We'll just briefly talk about that, and then we'll talk about how this is going to impact our weather. We have the size is 13,250 acres, and it is 50% contained. So that is what we have right now, and you already saw the area that it's burning in. Luckily, we've only had one building destroyed. I give my thanks and appreciation to all the firefighters and all the people out there that help protect people and lives and property. The firefighters, the Forest Service, they really did an excellent job stopping this from causing too much damage in Lacey. And the power, I believe, is back on as well. We can look at power outage. See if we can get that to load here. There are only 77 people without power in New Jersey. So, getting on to our weather here, we have an air quality alert in effect, and this is due to the impact of the wildfires. And we'll first actually show you what the sky looked like this evening. This is towards sunset, and you definitely see some haze there. This is the sun's getting close. Now, it hasn't completely set yet, but definitely see some haze there. And then toward as the sun was setting, it was very red. You could see here, very red there, setting there, and there's a pitch pine. Yeah, that's from Massapequa Preserve. And so we did have some haze in the sky today as a result of this. So let's go and look at this statement here. And you will see here, let me just do this. So we'll just do this, and then this, and you'll see here that we have a air quality alert in effect from midnight tonight to midnight Thursday night. New York State Department of Environmental Conservation has issued an air quality alert for the following counties: all of New York City, Long Island, and Westchester and Rockland County. And that goes from midnight tonight to midnight Thursday night. Air qualities in outdoor air are predicted to be greater than an air quality index value of 100 for the pollutant of fine particles, that is from the smoke. The Air Quality Index, or AQI, is created as an easy way to correlate levels of different pollutants to one scale. The higher the AQI value, the greater the health concern. So that is why we've got this air quality alert in effect. And if we go look at the MODIS satellite, you can see this was taken earlier today. But you can see the big plume of smoke. We had a northwest wind to start, and then the wind sea breeze kicked in, and kind of all that smoke is now kind of getting trapped. You can sort of see here's the smoke again, kind of being pushed now northbound. This satellite image was taken toward the afternoon. Of course, we did have a pretty junky looking sky today with a lot of contrail cirrus, and not a great looking sky at all today. And it's going to be hazy, perhaps through tomorrow as well. So that nice clear day we had tomorrow, not looking so clear. We'll have some haze around from the smoke. Looking at the current satellite image, you can see again that haze. Actually, I'm gonna just pause it right there, and you can see it's not just actually there's smoke from here too. So it looks like there's smoke from other areas of the country too that might be making its way and impacting air quality. Not just yes, there's severe weather over the mid. We're not talking about that, but definitely see that there is definitely some. So we're gonna look at the HRRR model for the smoke here. This is the 23Z. Let's see, the 18Z one goes out 48 hours. So I'm going to just look at the 18Z one first, and then we'll look at the more recent one. So we're going to go to the near surface smoke. That's where the smoke is, and you can see the smoke right here. You can see it drifts into our area tomorrow, and it looks like it gets very thick tomorrow too. It almost has red. So for whatever reason, it seems like it has this fire flaring up tomorrow. That's what the HRRR seems to think here. This is the vertically integrated smoke. All right, you can see how far that smoke goes. It actually does drift down to the Delmarva a little bit, and all over New England. So it does seem to have it flare up again tomorrow. This is what what the 18Z one thinks. We're going to go to the 23Z run, and I'm hoping it looks different. Go to the near surface smoke one. No, pretty much looks the same. You can see it has it flare up tomorrow, and then it pushes it south though. So it does have flare up coming on in the morning and getting thick, and then kind of gets pushed to the south a little bit. That's as far as that 23Z run will go. That's why I looked at the other run, because it goes a little longer. We're going to have to watch for this, definitely, the air quality. Let's take a look and see what it looks like. We'll go to Seaside Heights look at that Seaside Heights 2 camera and see if we can see what this looks like here. And again, this is impacting us now on Long Island, this wildfire. Yeah, I don't see a big smoke plume, but I do see definitely smoke that seems to be trapped underneath an inversion. But luckily, I think that the sea breeze came in and kind of helped things. So we're going to look at some of the observations right now across our area. And you can see here that we have temperatures generally in the mid-50s. Yeah, 54, 55. Of course, it's a little warmer than that in my alley. It's like 61 degrees. Yeah, I guess the same as LaGuardia. So we got temperatures in the mid-50s. And in Jersey, this is really where we're going to be looking at here. Miller Air Park, the visibility has improved to 10 miles. Did get up to 72 there. But note the south-southwest wind. So that's southerly wind helps push the smoke more northbound. And you can see that there was a period this afternoon where there was some pretty low visibility in this area. So 2-3 miles down to pretty low visibility in this area here. So there was some pretty thick smoke, and you can see it just says haze here, but it's definitely smoke that was drifting up northward. And if we go to, let's go look at, gotta find the Monmouth Airport. It's up here somewhere. Find that Monmouth Airport. I thought it was around here somewhere. I'm looking for the... Is this it? That's not it. Huh. Is it not coming up on here? That airport should be right around here. Do apologize for this. Not showing up on here. I don't know why that oh, there's Belmar Farmingdale. So 9-mile visibility. So they have 9-mile visibility today, and let's see. Let's see if they saw anything. Yeah, they didn't really see any big reductions in visibility. But you notice the visibility is starting to go down there. It looks like it just started. So that's going to have to watch for, because if we do have a temperature inversion, that traps the smoke, and that's what we're going to have because of the southerly flow, cooler air off the ocean. And it's going to get trapped underneath that inversion, and that's what we're seeing right now. We don't see any reductions in visibility on Long Island right now. It got up to 68 at Farmingdale. So just show you the high temperatures today across Long Island. Upper 60s, low 70s. My area, though, it's kind of warm. Looks like it got into the mid-70s. So not a surprise there for my area, and actually cooler in Jersey. And the cooler air, the lighter winds definitely helped firefighters get better control over this. The low temperatures last night, upper 40s and low 50s. So cooler temperatures, less wind definitely helped firefighters get an upper hand on this situation. Let me go to the AQI. We'll go to the AQI map here. And again, there's that air quality alert in effect. But let me go to the AQI. No, that's not what I want. I'm just going to put AQI here. It looks like we're in the green right now. But we can move that around. Go to purple air. All right. We'll go to the map here, and we'll take a look at the AQI and if we can get the AQI. Okay, so this is what's going on. You can see, it's much worse. So you can see where the smoke has drifted north. It's mainly over New York City. It's not so much over Long Island, but it's over New York City. So we're going to have to watch to see if this drifts over us. So this is some pretty bad air quality right here. So this is what we're going to have to watch for. So Central Jersey really seeing some bad air quality right now. Point Pleasant Beach, that whole area, seeing some pretty bad air quality right now. If we were to look at the Atlantic Highlands camera, that might actually show it as well. Let's see if we can see that. Obviously, it's nighttime, but let's go to the... Oh, yeah, it looks pretty hazy. Yeah, that's pretty hazy right there. So, you can also look at the Coney Island camera as well. You might actually see some of the haze there as well, showing up on there. Oh yeah, you can definitely see that pretty clearly. So, yeah, it's a pretty hazy sky. Yeah, you can see that, all that smoke there. So, this is what our concern is for tomorrow, is the smoke. So we'll take you through some of the other weather and why this is going to happen and why the smoke is getting pushed up into our area. It's because we have a weak high for tomorrow, but you see where the high is, south flow. So that's going to pull the smoke up into our area, south to southwest flow. There will be an onshore flow, so it'll be cooler. And then Friday, we continue to have that southerly flow. So we may still be dealing with a Friday. And then we have this low, and it's going to bring a chance of rain on Saturday. And then another high builds in. But look at what we got to worry about for Sunday. Wind. See those isobars tight. So that's going to have multiple weather alerts. So we're going to talk about in here because if we don't wind up getting much rain from the first system, then we've got to worry about a wildfire risk on Wednesday once again. We're going to look at the HRRR first. All right. I'm going to start for the HRRR. Obviously, no precipitation right through the. You can see it's not until we get to it maybe late. You can see the precipitation there getting closer for Saturday. But I want to just look at some soundings first tonight to show you the inversion we have. So we'll put it over here. So you can see, yeah, look at that temperature inversion. See how the temperature goes way up with height? So that traps the smoke. There's a pretty big temperature inversion. You're going to have that over New Jersey as well. Look at that. So that's a big temperature inversion. That traps the smoke closer to the ground. Now, as we get through the day, let's see. We'll start in the morning tomorrow. We'll see. Probably still have that temperature inversion. Yep, it's still there. And those lines also kind of close together as well. We'll look at this over Jersey as well. So these lines pretty close together. So I'm wondering how clear that sky is really going to be. We move over to 17, which is the middle of the day. And yeah, it actually has clouds over Long Island at the lower levels here. And we still have that inversion. See that inversion right there? So that's going to help trap the smoke. Look at New Jersey as well. You still see that. Not as much of an inversion there. A lot warmer because, but that smoke is, you're closer to the fire, so you're still going to see. And these lines here are pretty close. There could be some mid-level clouds in the sky too as well. I'm not sure if it'll be completely clear with that. It's not really the best looking sounding. And then you have the smoke. So I don't think it's going to be a great looking sky tomorrow. It'll be a good amount of sunshine, but there's going to be haze, some scattered clouds, that kind of deal. Pretty much is what it's looking like with looking at those soundings. We'll go ahead and look at our dew points and wind flow because, again, this kind of tells us where the air is coming from. So tomorrow we start off with look at that. So very light winds. So if you're further out east, you might have more of an east wind temporarily in the morning. If you're further west, western part of Long Island, you're going to have a southwest wind. And then as you get toward the afternoon, they all become southerly. So, again, that's going to help push the smoke in. And depending on how much smoke is being generated from that fire, will depend on this. But these dew points are still kind of low. They do come up a little bit, but these dew points are still kind of low. And then as you head into Friday, the wind goes more southwest. It's still saying southerly. So if the fire's still going, we're going to be dealing with the smoke on Friday too. All right. Dew points aren't that high. Temperatures tomorrow, if you're inland, it's going to be very warm, and that's the other concern. The temperatures rise again. If you're in New Jersey, you could have temperatures possibly upper 70s to around 80. On Long Island, if you're in Nassau County, it could be around 70 degrees. Suffolk County, probably upper 60s, but possibly near 70. And you can see how that sea breeze kind of comes in. And that sea breeze could aggravate the fire a little bit because it's not out. It's just contained. They're at 50% containment. Even when they're at 100% containment, it's still going to be burning. And then temperatures don't drop all that much tomorrow night. And then Friday winds up being warmer again, where we have temperatures again, upper 7, pretty similar temperature-wise to tomorrow. But also we're going to see the temperatures possibly be a little bit warmer with mid-70s perhaps. Over much of Long Island, low to mid-70s. So we have a couple of really warm days, which is not going to help matters at all. We can look at our weather statistics as well for today and show you we were above normal at islip once again. So high of 72, low of 52. That's 11 degrees above normal on the high, 10 degrees above normal for the day. What do I think April is going to wind up being above normal? I bet it will be. We could actually do the preliminary if you want. We'll do that. Let me do that. I'm kind of curious to see if we're running above normal. At islip, let's see what we got. Are we running above normal for the month? Yeah, almost 2 full degrees above normal. Yep, so it's going to be another above normal month again. No surprise there. So, once we get past this, then we've got to worry about Saturday. how much rain are we going to get on Saturday? Because if we don't wind up getting that much rain, that's going to be a bit of an issue. Now, we don't have that many models that go out that far. I only have the 18Z NAM. So we can look at the 18Z NAM. You can see it really doesn't look all that impressive with the rainfall at all. And it would only give us about... It has some areas maybe just to our south getting maybe as much as a half an inch. But this doesn't look all that impressive. If I go over to the GFS looks a little more impressive. But you got to remember the GFS also has a lower resolution. Looking at the European looks a little more impressive here with the rainfall. But we're gonna this is just we are way out in terms of this. So this is the European again showing more of a broader area of rain that would last much of the day on Saturday, not clearing out until later. So, but the NAM is showing a different look. And we'll see what happens. I'll have another weather alert for you Friday night, I think. We'll talk about the Saturday rain. Hopefully it'll wind up being a little more, because if it's very little, we're going to have problems. So I guess that kind of... We'll go to the RGM and just look at the cloud cover here on the cloud forecast. This isn't going to show the snow, but we'll look at it here. As you can see, again, there's still some high clouds around. I still don't think it's going to be completely clear. You're going to have that smoke around. You can see it even shows a little bit of the haziness, so there might be jet smog as well. And then Friday, you can see as well, oh, and the laundry exhaust just started. It's a good thing I don't have the window open too much, so I'll be able to get through this weather update, this weather alert, I should say. So you can see Friday, again, plenty of cirrus around. So probably not going to have decent skies until we get towards Sunday, I think. That's the way it's looking right now. So, again, your main threat, wildfire smoke tomorrow could be thick. We could have some pretty thick wildfire smoke at the surface. No, we're not going to have an orange sky day, but it's going to be noticeable. You're definitely going to notice the smoke. And we'll see if we can just... I'm just going to go to the Seaside Heights 2 camera again and see if we can show what it looked like maybe earlier. Yeah, see, I don't think we're showing the smoke in there yet. Let's see. Yeah, really can't notice it too much here, but there's definitely some haze. I can go to the, I can go to the New York City one. There's definitely some haze. It was noticeable over New York City this evening, so we're gonna show you that before I end the video. Let's just go and show you that. Here, we'll go to the. Yeah, we'll do this one here. Oh wow, you can see the haze tonight. That's thick. Look at that. You can see that already tonight. Let's go and look at this. So we're going to go toward the evening here. Oh, yeah. Very noticeable. So expect significant haze in the sky tomorrow. It'll be plenty of sun, but it's not going to be a great day. You're not going to have great air quality, so just limit your activity. Don't do too much walking. Obviously, I was hoping to do a lot of walking tomorrow. That's not going to be happening. I'll do some, but not as much as I really originally planned. So that is all. Thank you for watching. And... again, if anything, any new developments come out of New Jersey, if things worsen, I'll have another update for you. But this is, again, what things look like. I'll show you the New York Harbor one, too. I think this one shows up the haze even better. Oh, my God, the laundry. Oh my God. So I had the window open just a crack, and it's so bad. So let me wrap up the video before I choke to death in here. Thank you for watching.